All right, welcome back. So today in this section, I'm going to be showing you how to um, call out the data we have on the database dynamically on this select option. So let's go to our UI. So that's what we want to do here. How to bring out this the data that we have on a database, the ID, how to bring it out here, and so that when we click here, we see all the ID that we have right here. So that's what we want to do. I'm just trying to show us this. So the ID that we have here, so we want to do it such a way that it appears right here dynamically from the database. Now let's move on. Now the first thing we are going to do is that I'm going to take in what we have in our login.read. So just go to login.read so that we don't write this code again. So we just copy this, all right? Just copy and then come down it here. Sorry for that. So just come down here, okay, at the bottom of this. So we just paste it right there. Okay, so we paste the query that will be responsible for fetching, selecting all the data right there. So we have to take that query. Now the next thing we'll do here is that we'll come down to the select option. So we're going to use the while loop, okay, using the function, the method sqli underscore fetch as such to call out the exact record that we desire right here. Now the record I want here is the ID. So firstly, just come here and put ID here, okay. Now secondly, we have to comment on this, okay. So we come down here, we just put the while. Sorry, let's put down PHP syntax, okay. So important that we have that there. So here we have y. So we have my sqli underscore fetch underscore as such. So we are fetching results, okay. So just put this curly brace there. So we're gonna have a variable that we're gonna assign this to. So we have it as row. Now we're gonna echo this right here, okay. So echo, what are we gonna echo? This particular option right here. So I'm just gonna paste it right here. So take that comment stuff off there, okay. So make sure you wrap this up in a quote, okay. Very important that you wrap it up in a quote. And you see that we have a double quote here and we have a double quote here. So obviously what is going to be inside there will be a single quote, so don't forget to do that. All right, so because if you have a double quote here, the PHP will recognize this as the end of the expression, okay. It's going to stop everything that we are doing here at the end. So we have to see this as we have to have this as a single quote so that it doesn't end what we are doing right here. Now the next thing we're going to do is that we're gonna have row here, okay. Then square brackets, we put an ID. Now this ID is coming from the database, okay. This is the ID. We just want only the ID. That's what we're trying to have here. So put a semicolon. We're gonna store this in a variable called ID, okay. So that's what we want to do. We just want only the ID coming from the database. All right, so we have that here. So we store it in a variable called ID. So right here, then we come down here and put in that ID right here, okay. So take this off and we have this ID here also. So don't forget to put semicolon at the end of the expression. So with this, let's go and check what we have, if it's actually working. Okay, so I'm going to reload this. So I'm going to click here. All right, so you see that obviously we have the ID listed here. Okay, so let's go back to here. So you see we have ID of 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we come down here, we say we have ID of 1, 2, 3. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to try to insert a new record. So I'm just going to go to let's go to a new file. So go to login underscore create. We actually have this file. Okay, so I'm just going to put a new record here. So I have prince, all right, and I have princess. All right, so we click there. So obviously it's sent to the database. So let's go check our database. Just reload it. Okay, so we have the new record here. So it's record 5. We have prince and princesses as the password. That's prince for the username and princess for the password. So let's go back here and reload this. So we'll click on it. So you see that we have that record right here. So that's just how simple this stuff is. It's very simple. So let's go back to our code. Now before we move on, you will look here, you see that this code is kind of messy. Having this code right here is not looking all that nice. So I'm just gonna we're gonna create a function, another file, so that we can actually kind of refactoring, bringing these files into another file. So it is this particular login, this file is going to be looking all cleaned up, instead of just having this file look messy like this. So we just come here and create a new file. So I have function.php. all right, so let's go back there, and we're gonna cut this out here. Okay, we're gonna cut it out. All right, so come here, put down your PHP syntax, which is the first thing you ought to do, and paste it right here. Okay, then we'll come back here, and we cut this also. Okay, we're gonna cut it out, and then come down here. All right, and then we paste it here. Okay, so that's just all we need to do. Then the next thing we're going to do, obviously we're going to create a function. All right, we're going to wrap this up in a function. So we have function. So we just give it a name. So let me just say show all data. The name has to be descriptive. All right, so just put show all data. So put a curly brace. So just gonna put a second one right here. All right, so that's how simple this thing is. Now let's go back and pass the data that we have here. We have to pass it into the login underscore update.php. all right, so firstly we have to include it here. So include function.php. so what we just do is that I'm just gonna copy and paste this here. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Not that. Alright, just come here and put include function .php. Okay. Alright. So I think that is perfect now. Oh, let's cut that and then take it to the top here, and have our PHP syntax and paste it right there. Okay, that's all. All right, so I think this is looking much better now. Okay, now let's go check our browser. All right, okay, so it's looking much better, but we have an error here. Okay, we have an error. So I think we've not actually concluded that. Okay, so we didn't call the function show all data. We didn't call it right here. So that's what we're going to do here. So we just put show all data. So just call the function right here. It's very important that we have that called here. Okay. All right, so put a semicolon at the end. Okay, so obviously this should work now. So let's go back. Oh my god, so there is an error right here. Okay, so obviously the error is not coming from here. The error should be from the function.php. Okay, so let's go back to the function.php, And okay, so I think we omitted something. We didn't include the DB here, so we have to include db.php right here. Okay, so put a semicolon at the end. So we just include db.php right here, and also this connection we have to make it global. Okay, because you know what we said in PHP about local scope. Okay, so this is local. The connection here is local, so it obviously cannot get the connection that we have global here. So we have to make this connection global. This connection here is locally declared. Okay, so it's not seeing, it's not going to see what we have right here in this db.php until we actually make this connection global, so it can obviously it can be global and it can receive data everywhere we have this connection. So that's what actually happened. So obviously this error should actually go. Okay, so we have our record back up here, and this is good to continue our updates, the updates process. Now I'm going to end this video right here. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to query the username and the password. All right, thank you for your time, and I'm sure you have a good understanding about what we did. So we had fun. Okay, so obviously we're going to meet in our next session. So thank you and bye for now.